Mo, 707, you got a problem with it?
Too high, Steve.
Okay, I hear that all the time. Other than the payment, though, everything else is cool. Nothing else stops you from taking delivery.
Yes, sir.
Look, Mo, you're not going to pay $707 a month to drive this vehicle, okay? You'll write the check, but that's not what you're going to pay. It sounds like a riddle, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
Okay, well, it's not a riddle. Look, everybody knows that automobiles and trucks depreciate, right?
True.
But not everybody knows that every time you stroke a check for a monthly payment on a car or truck, new or used, there's a savings element to it. Has anyone ever showed you how you save money when you write a check for a car or a truck?
No, they haven't.
Okay, well, very few people understand the concept. However, it's very, very simple. Look, and then I draw out the check. You're going to write the check for $707. I know you don't want to, but you do want the vehicle, so I get it. You're going to do that times 60, okay? Now, when you write that last check, and by the way, after about the first 2 monthly payments, you're completely used to it, Mo. So it ain't nearly as hard as it appears it will be right now. But at the end of the term, you've written that last check. What comes back in the mail?
The title.
The title. And I guess the question is, what will that title be worth? We're looking at a $38,000 vehicle. You're not buying it for that, but that's what it is. What do you think it'll be worth in 5 years? If you just don't do anything special, but you don't crash it, you don't trash it.
Maybe 15,000.
Okay, if you divide 15,000 by 60, that's going to be about 250 bucks. Okay, I can do that math in my head. Do you know what that $250 represents?
No, sir.
Well, remember the 707 check you're writing? Sending it to the lender? Not all of it goes to the lender. 250 bucks of it takes a detour, and that detour is right to your title. Okay? So when I said you weren't going to pay $707 to drive it, I meant that. You're going to pay $707 a month for it, but it's only going to cost you $707 minus 250 bucks to drive it, because at the end of the term, you've got an extremely valuable piece of paper. That title with just your name on it, okay? So that's what I mean by you're not going to pay a $707. Your net payment is going to be significantly less. Now I need you to okay this right here, sign down here so I can get your new Acadia ready for delivery.
Sounds good.
Okay, so set up. There's a savings element to it. Okay, everybody knows cars depreciate. Not everybody knows that every time you stroke a check for it, there's a savings element to it.
Another thing I noticed is I didn't do, like, other than the payment, is there anything else stopping?
Well, and this is partly my fault because I haven't emphasized, you know, when I get an objection, I always empathize first. Object to me.
Payments you have.
I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. Everybody says the same thing. That means I heard it. I'm not going to let it stand in my way of delivering a vehicle, but I heard it. So I'm being polite to my customer. Then the next words out of my mouth are,
Isolated.
other than the payment. Everything else is cool, though. Nothing else stops you from taking delivery, right?
Right.
Okay, now, why do I do that?
Because you isolated the issue to that.
It makes it less likely that they're going to object to anything else. Doesn't mean they won't. And I've also had customers say, well, no, once we get done with the payment, I got a problem with the price and the trade, and I ain't putting down that much cash either, pal. Well, you hate to hear all that, but guess what? Now you know what you need to do to deliver a car. So empathize, isolate. Empathize, isolate, roll into your strategies.